I think once you give a gift, even if you're so quote unquote conned into giving the gift, you should be smart enough. If you're dumb enough to fall for it, then I don't feel sorry for you. What's going on, guys? Your boy RedpillCanuck back again for another YouTube video. Shout out to the Canuck Squad for being involved and being active on this YouTube channel, and shout out to RedpillCanuck. Wow, I can't even talk today. Shout out to RedpillCanuck.com, our daily pill. We get all our news articles and all that fun stuff. And home of our newest edition, Dear RPC, where you, the viewer, write in for professional advice. And of course, not by professionals. And that's for entertainment purposes only. And if you're listening on alternative platforms, shout out to everybody on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Shout out to you. Hit the like button if you haven't already on the way, and if you're on YouTube, and subscribe if you haven't already. And if you're on Spotify and Apple Podcasts, hit the follow button if you haven't already. Now, today's episode is going to probably tug at your heartstrings a little bit, and maybe some feelings are going to get hurt today. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Now, over the past several years, we've been talking more and more and more about equality. That's right, ladies and gentlemen, equality, where women and men should be treated equally. Level playing field, no discrimination, treat everybody as equals. Now, that cannot always be done. And that actually is not by choice, though. Because in today's video, we are going to exhibit how the same people that are preaching equality and equal rights are going against their own mantra. Now, y'all want equality in regards to jobs, in regards to, everything in their social standing. But what about in regards to crimes? Do you want equalities in crimes as well? I'll wait. Oh, I hear nothing. I hear crickets. Okay. All right. So let's get into our first article here. Boyfriend who dated 35 women and told each one he had a birthday, so regularly received gifts, was arrested for fraud in Japan. Now, some of us are even lucky to date one woman. This man's dating 35. Well, I'll give him a round of applause. Apparently, he's got game. Well, it depends on who he's dating over there. But anyway, looking at this, because like I said, this article actually came up on my feed, and I thought it was one of the most ridiculous things I've ever seen. Now, the reason for that is because if the shoe was on the other foot, nobody would bat an eye. You would hear crickets. Nobody would say anything. Because a man decided to do this, of course, y'all want to crucify him. Now, how is that equal? Now, let's get into this. These articles are very short, but let's get into the article. A serial dater. Wow, they're really making him sound evil, aren't they? A serial dater has been arrested in Japan after seeing 35 different people at the same time and receiving gifts and cards from all of them. Now, don't females do this all the time? Ladies, I know you watch me. I know you watch me out there. Let me know in the comments below. Don't y'all ladies do this? I'm not saying you all see 35 men. That would just, well, then again, you never know. But a lot of people are multiple daters. They date more than one person. Ladies, come on. We speak truth here. You can be truthful. Men, you can be truthful too. How many serial daters are out there and do this, and it's not considered fraud? It's considered, unless in North America, it's considered normal. I don't know. But yeah, 35 is kind of excessive. But anyway, let's continue with the article. I can't pronounce this name. Tashahi M. We're going to call him M. A part-time worker of no fixed abode, so he has no fixed address in Japan region of Kashi, had told each woman he had been dating that it's his birthday on a different date. The 39-year-old was arrested for defrauding. They call it defrauding? Good Lord. The 35 women after pretending to be serious about relationships with them. Now, women do this all the time. Let's be fair, ladies and gentlemen. Women do this all the time. And nobody bats an eye. But when a man decides to do it, y'all be up in your feelings and, oh, woe is me. How is that equal? How is that equal? And that's him here. He's still wearing a mask. It's in Japan, that's why. So that's him there. In one case, Mayogiwa, I don't know what the heck that is, told a 47-year-old lover that his birthday was on February the 22nd, while another victim, they're calling them victims now, 40, said he told her birthday was in July. A third woman, who's 35, said she believed it was in April. According to Sura News 24, a total victims stand at 35, with the possibility of more coming forward. In total, the women have accused this individual for swindling them out of 665 pounds worth of presents, clothes, and cash. The suspect, and this is actually him, I guess these are the females here. I guess that's them at the police station. I don't know. The suspect met with his victims while working for a marketing company selling hydrogen water, shower heads, and other products. He reportedly targeted single women and began each relationship with the suggested that marriage would be in the cards. However, the women ended up forming a victims association and reported this guy to the police. The investigation continues. You can't make this ish up, honestly. You cannot make this ish up. Now, who's to blame here, honestly? Now, I'm not saying what he's done is right. I'm not trying to condone this behavior. But at the same time, though, people have done this, and mostly women have done this for centuries, and no one has batted an eye. Why all of a sudden a fella decides to do it, and these women are all of a sudden victims? All of a sudden. Now, y'all saying I'm picking on the women here? Y'all say I'm picking on them? Well, yes, I am, because they should have been smart enough, obviously. Now, I'm not going to throw shade on them. I do feel bad for them, but again, sometimes y'all ladies have to use your brains. You have to use your heads. Anyway, y'all talking about equality, eh? Y'all talking about equality? I have another article. Now, they're throwing the book at this guy. They might put him under the jail for 665 pounds. But you know your boy comes with evidence. Pause. Because not so long ago, back in 2016, a female, yes, a woman, had 20 boyfriends. And this case actually was out. This was actually one of the popular cases. And I'm not sure whatever transpired with this. But a woman with 20 boyfriends asked each boyfriend to buy her an iPhone. And guess what she did? She sold the iPhones and bought a house. Let us get into the article here. Buying a house is generally seen as the most costly purchases one can make, especially true in China, where house prices are on the rise, and they're actually worse there now. Given what a challenge can be to get property laddered in the country, it's probably no surprise that Chinese social media was buzzing at one particular property story last week. Again, this was back in 2016. It started with a blog that published on a popular blogging platform by a person writing under the pseudonym Proud Kaniba. I don't know what that means. So Proud Kaniba pens a tale, if we haven't been able to verify ourselves, would seem to be a plot of a pretty average airport romance novel. The lead character, okay, let's not get into that. Anyway, let's get to the meat and potatoes here. Zhaoyi, we'll call her Zhaoyi, a woman from the city of Shenzhen in China, asked each of her 20 current boyfriends to buy her a newly launched iPhone 7. Now, this is like way back when. I actually had an iPhone 7. That's actually when they actually had the button. I kind of missed the button on the iPhones. Now you ain't got no damn button. Or headphone jack. I liked it better that way. Anyway, she then sold all the iPhones at a mobile store recycling site called blah, blah, blah for 120,000 Chinese yen, approximately 14,500, and used the money to put down a deposit on a house in the countryside. Now, I don't know why she sold this to a recycling plant. She could have just sold it on the open market, and she could have got more. But anyway. That makes no sense. If it was new, why would you sell it to a why? You could have got way more money if you sold it on the open market. But anyway, that's her, I guess. So apparently her pseudonym wrote in the blog that when Zhao Li showed her new house to a group of friends, they were very surprised when she revealed how she managed to obtain the money for the deposit. Everyone in the office was talking about this now. Who knows what her boyfriends think now this news has become public. So apparently they added that she's not from a wealthy family. Her mom is a housewife and her dad was a migrant worker. And she is the oldest daughter. Her parents were getting old, and she might be under a lot of pressure, hoping to buy them a house. But she's still unbelievable. It's still unbelievable that she could use this method. Why? Because y'all simps out there. You are all simps. You fall for any female that bats an eye. The hashtag, which translates 20 mobile homes for a house, quickly began circulating and began the country's top trend. It has been used in excess of 13 million times. Wow. Many social media users, like Small Sand and Growing, had expressed admiration for her. What? Why? I can't even find one boyfriend. She can actually find 20 boyfriends at the same time and even get them to buy for an iPhone 7. I just want to ask her to teach me such skills. Well, I'm pretty sure she did more than ask for these iPhones. I'm pretty sure she did more. I'm pretty sure she dropped that neck. Guaranteed drop in that neck. Anyway. Another praised her enterprising nature, saying that she has a bright future. Oh, good Lord. Bruh. But others have been not so commemorative. Little B wrote, most shameless person. Others were, is this her? Oh, that's Tom Hanks. Anyway. Others were suspicious and wonder if the whole story was elaborate product placement. Okay. We have some conspiracy theories here. They're wondering if this actually, you know what? That's actually a good point. So people are wondering if the whole story was an elaborate product placement for the mobile recycling business. BBC Trending approached the company spokesperson, confirmed that it indeed purchased 20 iPhones off the female client at the beginning of October and paid £725 for each one. Okay, so they put in a request to so this person does exist. Okay, so they put in a request to speak to her. They respond to her. They respond to her emails that they would ask their client to speak, and of course she declined. Her day-to-day life has been affected, and she doesn't want the media to continue covering the story. She said she is what? So she turned down the interview request. Now here's the deal, ladies and gentlemen. This woman faced nothing. Instead, she was praised. She was praised. And even one woman said, "Teach me your skills. Teach me your skills." She got away with it. Yet this poor man, he is getting arrested. And look at the actual value that was lost as well. 35 women, and it was a total of like what? 665 pounds. But this woman here made away with how much? How much did she made away with? 14,500 pounds. Are you kidding me? And y'all talking about equality? How is this equality? This is sad. Now, honestly, my opinion, and of course, this is alleged. Well, it's not alleged, it's my opinion. But honestly, I think once you give a gift, even if you're so quote unquote conned into giving the gift, you should be smart enough. If you're dumb enough to fall for it, then I don't feel sorry for you. I don't. Because it's a gift. People do this all the time. People gives gifts for the stupidest. Let me go full screen for a second. You see, y'all make excuses in order to get gifts nowadays. Housewarming, you need a gift. Baby shower, you need a gift. Birthday, you need a gift. Kwanzaa, you need a gift. Hanukkah, you get 8 gifts. Like, it never ends with gifts. It never ends. Y'all just like throwing your money away and giving gifts. Now, I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that. Of course, you want to show your affection to somebody. But these women here, do I feel sorry for them? I don't. I really don't. Because they are grown individuals. You have women that are 47, 40, 35. These are grown people that should have been smart enough to know what's going on. Maybe because they were led into a false relationship and they figured they're going to finally find the one. Maybe that's what they thought, and then they got sour when they realized it wasn't going anywhere. I don't know. But honestly, do I take this case seriously? I honestly don't. And I think the case should be thrown out because it's not like he forced him to buy it. He didn't hold him at gunpoint. And if anything, if his lawyer is smart, I will pull up this case here. And where it shows nothing was done. Now, the question remains, ladies and gentlemen, is there equality in regards to crimes? No, there is not. There is not. As much as you all want us to be equal, men and women, We have to be equal in every aspect, not just in one aspect. Not in one aspect where you think it's going to benefit you. It should be all around. And this is case in point that we're not equal. We are not equal. Because this man is getting the book thrown at him and he's going under the jail, while this one is living in a house. Anyway, I just thought these two stories were interesting. But anyway, that's going to be it for today's episode. Shout out to RedpillCanuck.com, our daily pill. We got all our news articles and all that fun stuff. Shout out to everybody on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. Thanks for listening. Hit the follow button if you haven't already. If you're on YouTube, hit the like button on the way out if you haven't already. Subscribe if you haven't already. I will see you guys in the next one. Later. Hey guys, thanks for watching. Make sure you smash that like button. And to check out our more recent uploads, check here on the top left. And to check out our playlist, check here on the top right. And make sure you hit that subscribe button down below. And also check out our Quick Hits channel, which is also located down below for our more bite-sizable content. I'll see you guys in the next one.